welcome to the Fantasy Football News Week 9 edition. I am your host, Eric, and I welcome you to the show. Thank you again to all the viewers and league owners that make this show possible. Here are just a few of the stories we will cover in this edition. The playoff race is starting to heat up in both leagues. One owner seems to be dominating the weekly contests, and a few scoring records were broken in CRFFL. First up, though, let's head out now to the Outcast League and take a look at the weekly contest. Let me make sure I'm set up right. Yeah, I'm set up right. Okay. The contest for Week 9 was starting player with the most catches. Mike wins again, with C.D. Lamb nabbing 11 receptions. Next week is Cold as Ice Week. The team with the most players in single-digit scoring, including 0, will take the prize. Good luck to everybody, especially Amy. On to the scores. Our first match this week is Show Me Your Kittles versus Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes held a 69.45 point advantage after Sunday's contest. Show Me Your Kittles was going to need great performances from Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen if he hoped to pull off the Monday night miracle. Keenan was able to amass 11.7 points on 8 receptions, leaving Justin Herbert needing only 57.75 points to steal the victory for Show Me Your Kittles. Unfortunately, he came up just shy of that mark, totaling 8.5 points. Stars and Stripes wins this one, 122.25 to 73. Next up for Stars and Stripes is the fantasy football team. Show Me Your Kittles will face Team Sesh. Our next matchup is Timinators versus Randall Access Memories. This match was over on Sundays as Timinators held a 12.4 point lead and still had their kicker to go, while Ram had nobody remaining. Ram had no help from receiver Michael Thomas, who posted a big old goose egg, and kicker Jason Myers, who managed just 3.3 points. Timinators had average performances across the board, but average was enough to get the job done this week as they come away with the victory 111.1 to 86.4. Timinators will tackle the Ball Hawks in Week 10, while Randall Access Memories takes on Mongo Mentality. Moving on now to the Ball Hawks versus Mongo Mentality. Mongo Mentality held on to a very slim 9.95 point lead at the end of regulation Sunday night, but the Ball Hawks had to be feeling good as they headed into Monday night's matchup with Breece Hall and Austin Eckler still in play. Breece managed 8 points on the night, leaving Eckler needing just 2 points to seal the win for the Ball Hawks. Eckler was held to just 47 rushing yards on the night, as well as just 2 receptions for an additional 23 yards. Unfortunately for Mongo Mentality, those 70 yards did include 2 rushing touchdowns to bring Eckler's point total to 20 for the night. The Ball Hawks win this one 118 to 99.95. The Ball Hawks will face Timinators next week. Mongo Mentality takes on Randall Access Memories. Next up, we have Team Sesh versus Saints for Life. The defending champ, Saints for Life, was up by 9.1 points heading into Monday night. Team Sesh, however, did have Garrett Wilson and the Jets' defense remaining. Wilson was able to single-handedly overcome that deficit as he managed 9.5 points on the night. Pat Mahomes, last year's MVP, posted a 21.65 point score in Germany this week, but is on bye next week, and as of this taping, Team Sesh has no other viable options at QB. Rumors of possible trades are swirling amongst league owners, and this just in, it looks like a trade has went through. Team Sesh has acquired, I believe, quarterback Taylor Heineke from the Ball Hawks. Team Sesh wins this match, though, 97.35 to 91.95. Team Sesh will battle Show Me Your Kittles next week. Saints for Life will match up with Rebel Scum. Our final match this week is Mike's Game of the Week. Mike's Game. It's Mike's Game. Mike's Game of the Week. It's Mike's Game. Mike's Game. Mike's Game. Mike's Game of the Week. Rebel Scum versus the Fantasy Football Team. Despite monumental efforts from Dak Prescott and Tank Dell, Rebel Scum held on to the narrowest of leads at the end of Sunday's contest. Just 0.85 points separated them from the Fantasy Football Team, and TFF had Gerald Everett left to play. Everett managed just 2 receptions for only 18 yards, but that was more than enough to propel the Fantasy Football Team to the win, with help from 3 20-plus point performances from Baker Mayfield, Amari Cooper, and Josh Jacobs. The Fantasy Football Team collects the victory in this one, 114.15 to 112.2. The Fantasy Football Team will face Stars and Stripes next week, while Rebel Scum challenges Saints for Life. That will do it for our Outcast coverage this week. Stay tuned for Columbia River coverage, Waiver World, and more after these quick messages from our sponsors.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's your coffee again. The desk sergeant at the station makes better coffee than this.
Ed, really?
Sorry, honey. But your coffee tastes terrible.
Mr. McGregor, please help me.
Carol, what's the matter?
My coffee. Ed says he gets better coffee at the police station.
Why not try new Instant Folgers?
Instant Folgers?
No, I said new Instant Folgers, Carol. Tastes good as fresh perked, because it's made from fresh perked coffee. Then they actually turn that fresh perked coffee into new Instant Folgers.
Tastes good as fresh perked because it is. Fresh perked. Mr. McGregor, I'll try it.
Hey, the Sarge never made coffee like this.
It's new Instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
I like it better.
Try new Instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked because it is.
Froggy Fresh 2012. Yeah, we back up in this. Y'all already know. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stacks, I bet you that she calls. You know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stacks, I bet you that she calls. I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I light your fart on fire with my rhymes. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. I made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stacks, I bet you that she calls. I have 400 cars. I have 400 scars and 400 guitars. I have 400 houses. I have 400 mouses and 400 houses. Bet you I can dance better than you. I bet you don't know 2 + 2. It's 4, it's 4. Now go and shut the door, cause nobody wants to see your face no more. I'm tough as nails, you're slower than a snail. I beat up every single person in jail. I dare you to try and punch me. My face is so hard you'll say, ouch, you crunched me. I fought 2 lions and 1. And I don't even carry a gun, but I never run. But I never run. But I never but I never run. You know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stacks, I bet you that she calls. You know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stacks, I bet you that she calls. Froggy Fresh. I already told you we back up in this. 2012 to infinity. Get out of here. Peace.
Hey, everybody. I know I look a lot like Terry the Turd, but I am, in fact, Terry's cousin, Perry. That's right, Perry the Poop. And I'm here to change it up again this week and present to you Perry the Poop's Power Placements. Let's take a look at the power placements for each league. First up, Outcast. In 10th place, we have Rebel Scum. In 9th place is Randall Access Memories. In 8th is Mongo Mentality. 7th is Show Me Your Kittles. 6th, I have Team Sesh. 5th is The Fantasy Football Team. 4th, I show Timinators. Stars and Stripes takes the 3rd spot. 2nd is Saints for Life. And at the top of this premiere edition of Perry the Poop's Power Placements, drumroll please, the Ballhawks. All right, moving over to Columbia River. In 10th place, I have the Generic Football Team. What a fall it has been for them. 9th is Short Bus Superstars. 8th is Killer MC. 7th, I show Corey Cash. 6th is Sweet Nuts. 5th is My Purdy Team. 4th is Garbage Time. 3rd is Stars and Stripes. 2nd is Art of Dual Threat. And in 1st place, in the Week 9 premiere edition of Perry the Poop's Power Placements, is, you know them, you love them, Rebel Scum. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our teams in both leagues for a great season so far. Plenty of football left to improve your power placement, so get out there and do your best. That will do it for me, Perry the Poop. Have a great week, everybody.
A working day out here stretches from sunup to sundown, but there's always time for a Marlboro, the cigarette that gives you flavor, rich and full.
Get a lot to like with a Marlboro filter, flavor, pack, or box.
Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro Country.
And now there's something new in Marlboro Country. A fresh new cigarette. Marlboro Menthol Green. Just ask for Marlboro Green. Unless you're already smoking famous Marlboro Red. Red or green, you get a lot to like in Marlboro Country.
All right, and that will move us right into our... Oh, and by the way, thank you, Perry the Poop, for those power placements. That will move us to our... Where'd it go? There it is. Columbia River League results. And first up in the Columbia River League results is our weekly contest. I'm going to double check and make sure my microphone is on because sometimes I have a habit of turning it off on accident. All right, so the weekly contest. Sitting at 207.5 and no players left to go, Mike was leading the contest after Sunday night's game. That 7.5-point margin was going to be hard to beat, but several teams were still in contention. After the dust settled on Monday night, Mike was still on top. This was Mike's 5th victory and 4th in a row. This victory for Mike means no one claims the $10 commissioner's bounty this week, and it will carry over to Week 10, which is blowout week. The team that beats their opponent by the largest margin will be the victor, and if it ain't Mike, the additional $10 bounty. Good luck to everybody but KC in this one. On to our Columbia River League scores, starting with the Art of Dual Threat versus Corey Cash. Calling this match a beatdown is a disservice to beatdowns. This match saw new records for highest scoring player, highest scoring quarterback, highest scoring team, lowest scoring team, and largest margin of victory. The Art of Dual Threat put on a masterclass in dismantling their opponent, thanks in part to a magnificent effort by rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud. Stroud's 68.8 points came on the back of 5 touchdowns that included one over 40 yards and another topping 50 yards. Josh Allen, CeeDee Lamb, and Rachaad White also had excellent days, piling up another 106.6 points between them. On the Corey Cash side of the ball, things were looking grim after a missed alarm led to the starting of 2 players that were inactive. Adding to Corey Cash's woes was a dismal effort by both Devontae Adams and Zay Flowers. Final here, the Art of Dual Threat 254.8, Corey Cash 97.1. Next up for Tau DT is Killa MC. Corey Cash hopes to right the ship against My Purdy Team. Up next, we have the generic football team versus Stars and Stripes. With Joe Burrow having a slow start to the season, defending champion Randy suffered some early losses that must have been frustrating. With Joe Burrow now back to what it seems is normal, Randy still cannot find a way to win. No difference here this week as he took on Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes came into this one riding a 6-game winning streak, which they easily stretched to 7 weeks on the back of 6 players that scored above the 20-point mark, including 2 above 30. The Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown connection keeps on paying dividends for Stars and Stripes, but with a Philly bye upcoming, they may be searching for some fill-ins to keep them performing at a championship level. Stars and Stripes wins this one 207.5 to 154.05. Next up for Stars and Stripes is Garbage Time, while the GFT will go against Sweet Nuts. Next up, we have My Purdy Team versus Short Bus Superstars. Late Sunday afternoon, My Purdy Team made the decision to bench the Eagles' defense and pick up the Chargers' defense for their Monday night matchup, trailing by 9.2 points with the Short Bus Superstars having Breece Hall remaining. Might have had My Purdy Team looking for a bit of insurance, even though they had the aforementioned Chargers defensive unit and Keenan Allen remaining. The Chargers defense went lights out on Monday night, scoring 56.9 points and proving an excellent pickup. That was more than 40 points above the Eagles defense that My Purdy Team had previously started in that roster slot. Short Bus Superstars did manage 80.65 points out of their 2 quarterbacks, accounting for 48.5% of their total scoring, but it was not enough as My Purdy Team rolls to victory here, 218.25 to 166. Week 10 will find My Purdy Team matching up with Corey Cash. The Short Bus Superstars will battle Rebel Scum. Our next match is Rebel Scum versus Garbage Time. Garbage Time lost starting quarterback Kirk Cousins to an Achilles injury last week, and this reporter has heard rumors that Rebel Scum attempted to reach out and make a deal that would send Sam Howell over to Garbage Time. Rumor has it that the deal offered was fair and balanced, but that Garbage Time front office was having none of it, choosing instead to start Bryce Young and Mac Jones. A quick glance at the score sheet shows that had they accepted the trade offer, they would have easily won this week. But instead, team management now is fighting to keep their jobs as poor decision-making has been the only constant in the Garbage Time front office for the bulk of the season. Rebel Scum easily wins this one, leading by more than 44 points after Sunday, and even with a lackluster 11.8-point effort from Justin Herbert, still managed to win by nearly that same margin. It could be that Garbage Time is reaping the bad karma for accepting a trade involving rookie sensation Puka Nacua early in the season. Final in this one, Rebel Scum 167.15, Garbage Time 123.85. Rebel Scum will face the Short Bus Superstars in Week 10. Garbage Time tackles a red-hot Stars and Stripes. Our final match this week is Sweet Nuts versus Killa MC. Holding Austin Eckler and Zach Wilson under 23.75 combined points was going to be a tall order for Sweet Nuts on Monday night. Killer MC came into the week at 3-5 and was hungry for a much-needed victory to remain in contention for a playoff spot. A 48.6-point performance for the Colts defense was a good start for Sweet Nuts, but with only one other player above the 20-point mark, the win here would prove elusive. Killer MC had 5 players over that 20-point mark and was able to grab the come-from-behind victory on Monday night, with Eckler and Wilson combining for 38.95 and handing the win to Killer MC 186.1 to 170.9. Killer MC challenges the art of dual threat in Week 10. Sweet Nuts will go against the generic football team. That will do it for our matchups this week. Let's take a trip to Waiver World.
It's Waiver World. It's Waiver World. It's pickup time. It's excellent. It's Waiver World. It's Waiver World. It's pickup time. It's excellent. Woo, 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 yeah! Pickup time.
All right. Let's see. Over in Columbia River, outside of the bid period, Rebel Scum picked up Royce Freeman. Sweet Nuts added the Colts defense. Killer MC acquired Alec Ingold. Garbage Time grabbed Michael Thomas. And my Purdy team procured the Chargers defense. During the bid period, Garbage Time picked up Taysom Hill on a $7 bid, beating out one other team, as well as the Ravens defense on a $6 bid, beating out 2 other teams. Stars and Stripes procured Dalton Kincaid on an uncontested $5 bid. Kill MC obtained Andre Iosivas with an uncontested $1 bid, and the Art of Dual Threat netted the Bears defense with an uncontested $1 bid. Meanwhile, in Outcast, the Ballhawks added Zach Wilson, Taylor Heineke, and Matt Gay. Randall Access Memories picked up Samaje Perine, and Jason Myers, and also inked a 3-year, $25.5 million extension for Jared Goff. Saints for Life acquired Jonnu Smith and Tyler Conklin. The fantasy football team obtained the Colts defense, Nick Folk, and Carson Wentz. And finally, Team Sesh extended their meal ticket with Pat Mahomes with a 4-year, $168.5 million deal. That will do it for Waiver World this week. Let's take a look at those bye weeks. Teams on bye in Week 10 are the Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Rams, Miami Dolphins, and Philadelphia Eagles. Double-check those rosters and make replacements as necessary. That is the show for this week. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Remember that the trade deadline is approaching in both leagues. It will be Week 11 in Columbia River and November 22nd for Outcast. If you have your eye on a potential trade, it's time to start making those deals. Have a great week, everybody but Casey and Amy. See you next time, and remember, here at Fantasy Football News, we're better than you.